I'm back. This is gonna be 2 videos in one day. And again, don't look at this face because this is the day before Thanksgiving, bake your pie kind of video. So it's not about the makeup here, it's about the pie. I'm gonna make pumpkin pie. That's Chris's very favorite pie. And I just follow the recipe on the back right here. And it always turns out great. So I'm going to look at this instead of my face. The only thing different I do is this calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Instead of that, I use 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And that is the only thing I do different. So it's very self-explanatory and pretty much a fail-proof recipe. I mean, the first several times I made pumpkin pie, it was really kind of intimidating for me because of the way the texture looks, and I always worried about whether or not it was cooked. You know, did I get it done enough? Is it cooked the whole way through? That kind of thing, but it's all good. Okay, so you get your pumpkin in a bowl. Here's your spices. You've got salt. Let's see exactly. Let me read it off of the can here. I have got in my little bowl 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And I'm just going to put that in there. Then I have real sugar, such a treat. Tomorrow is going to be such a treat day. And then we are going to eat very healthy until Christmas Day. This is 3/4 of a cup of white flour, not flour. Goodness, do not put white flour in here. Sugar. Okay, and then I have 2 eggs that I have beaten. It says 2 eggs slightly beaten, so that's what I did. Okay, and then I've got my whisk. It says whisk together your ingredients. So that's what I'm doing. And you immediately start to smell all those spices and the pumpkin, and it smells like a pumpkin pie. Okay, and then it says to slowly and gradually add the milk, which this is 1 12-ounce can of carnation evaporated milk. So I will, and it says shake it really well. So I did shake it before we started filming. A little bit more. And this is what it's gonna look like. Can you see that? It's very, very thin. And then it's telling me to heat my oven to 425 for 15 minutes and then bump it back down to 350, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I already have the pie crust in the pie plate, and this is store-bought. It is one of those pre-made Pillsbury type pie crust, only I used the Great Value brand. And I'm gonna give this one more stir. And then we're just going to put this in here. I have one year I spilled this, and I had this pumpkin pie filling liquid all over half of my kitchen. Smelled really good, but it was horrible cleaning it up. All right, so when my oven beeps, I'm going to pop this in the oven for 350 for 30 to 40 minutes, or until a knife is inserted into the center and comes out clean. So we will be back when the knife is clean. Okay, and I'm back. The pie is in the oven, and this is something I have never tried to do before. But I had this extra pie crust. I'm only doing 1 pie because pumpkin is his favorite and we really don't need another pie. So what I'm gonna try to do is make some cutouts. Like, I would like to do like a little pumpkin shape and then bake it and decorate the top of the pie. So I'm kind of nervous because I don't have any Halloween cookie cutters. I just checked. I have Christmas and I have Easter. But I do have this that I use for like cutting biscuits. So we're gonna try to make pumpkin. Let's see how this works out for us. just never done anything like this with pie crust. So, but I did watch like a little blip of this lady on, I think it was on Instagram, and oh my goodness, she was doing the most amazing things to decorate this pie. And that was kind of like my inspiration, was watching her do this. Okay, we're gonna start with this. I'm going to lay this over here. Now to turn this into a pumpkin. See, this is what I'm not so sure of. And we're going to try to cut it. This almost looks like an apple instead of a pumpkin, but I'm not done. We're gonna try something else. I'm gonna use this little thing here. I'm just going to try to, now keep in mind, I'm not a super artsy craftsy person. That doesn't actually look half bad. Can you see that? That's kind of my pumpkin. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make tiny little warts with my knife. You know how pumpkins have those little ridges? Like that. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this. Now this is something I saw that woman do and I thought that looks pretty easy. She took pie crust strips and she just did this. She worked it between her hands and she made like rope with it. Okay, it looked much easier when she did it. Okay, just kind of make like a rope. Okay, this is hilarious. I should put this on the pie. Look at this. Do you see that? It kind of looks like a weird vase with big giant eyes. And I could use this and make a big tongue like that. I should put that on the pie and freak him out completely. He would be like, okay, what kind of dark hole did you fall down into while I was sleeping? See what I'm doing here? I'm just gonna make like a little braid with this. Okay, there. And now I'm going to form this around my pumpkin. So I kind of want to do like a little, it's going to be like a centerpiece. Well, now I need a leaf or something for the top of it. So we're going to make another circle. And I'm going to use this and I'm going to try to cut a leaf shape with this. Okay, it's not perfect, but maybe I could actually get two out of this. Okay, and then just make see? Can you see that? That's what's gonna go on the middle of my pie. So we'll see what that looks like when it comes out of the oven. We have to bake it. I still think this would be hilarious. Like do some freaky weird big-eyed thing on the pie. I am going to brush it with this with an egg wash before I pop it in the oven. Oh my gosh. I literally don't know what's wrong with me. Look what I did with the extra pie crust leftovers. I mean, like, it's like an alien. It's got like antennas. I'm gonna dust it with like cinnamon and sugar and bake it and see what happens. Maybe I should put pecans, like pecan teeth. You know, if this is what being alone on Thanksgiving Eve does to me, can you imagine what we're in for Christmas? I mean, what will my inspiration be? What will happen then? This just looks horrible now. Okay, I think I gotta like rub it around a little bit. All right, here's what we have. Okay, that just looks horrifying, doesn't it? but we're gonna bake it anyway, and we're gonna see what happens with this, just for fun. Okay, here's my little pumpkin with the wreath that I made. The pumpkin kind of looks like an apple, but you know what? I think it's fine. My pumpkin pie is not finished yet. It still needs to bake, but look at this thing that I made. Is this not hilarious? It's like they even made little eyeball thingies, like pupils. So I don't know what to say about it, but I'm just gonna leave it like this and let Chris discover it on his own. And I'm not gonna offer any explanation or warning. I'm just gonna like leave it sitting out. And when he wakes up, he usually wakes up around 10:30. Comes upstairs to take some medication and get a cup of coffee. This will be waiting for him. So this is Chris's surprise. And here we have it. This is the pie. I think it looks okay. The decorations, they could have been better, but I think for my first attempt, that's not bad. You know, I tried to dress it up a little bit, and so that's not too bad. And then here's the masterpiece. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like the contrast of my day. But it's not too bad. Trying my best. Gonna make it look as good as I can, but underneath it all, it is, oh my gosh, what the heck is happening in this world today? So, anyway, happy Thanksgiving Eve to all of you who might be watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you will. Give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.